How much strength does it take to be kind? This might seem like a silly question to some of you. After all, most of us express some form of kindness every day, with small gestures or even just a simple smile. But that's not the type of kindness I'm talking about. I'm talking about the type of kindness that lifts people up when they're broken. The type that makes others feel safe when everything is falling apart. The type that takes sacrifice and unparalleled discipline when all the world seems against them. So I ask again, how much strength does it take to be kind? For my money, I think it's the amount of strength you get when you survive what should have crushed you, when you lived through a time when strength and will were your only options. A time when all you wanted was a bit of kindness to let you know that everything was going to be okay and you received none. And when you realize how much strength you had to survive that pain as you did, all you want is for no one else to feel that way ever again. That's the amount of strength it takes to be kind. But it can come with a cost if you insist on holding that strength alone and sacrificing too much of yourself in the process. Let's explore this further through the eyes of Superman's often overlooked cousin, Supergirl, in her miniseries, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, written by Tom Kane with art by Belquis Evely, published in 2021 through 2022. Woman of Tomorrow is told through the perspective of a young girl named Ruthie Mary Knoll, the daughter of a rock farmer on a distant planet orbiting a red sun. But her life is turned upside down when her father is murdered by a man known as Krem of the Yellow Hills, leaving a finely crafted sword pierced into his body. Ruthie explains that she wanted to ask him why he left it behind, but Supergirl would eventually kill him before she had the chance. But she's getting ahead of herself. Her 6 older brothers argue about how to best enact their vengeance, but Ruthie knows this is largely bluster with no follow-through. For Krem is likely a king's agent, sent to test the loyalty of the people, and picking a fight with him is a quick path to death. So while her brothers argue, Ruthie has other plans, taking her father's mount with her mother's blessing and riding off into the night. Her journey takes her to a bar called the Whale Tower, where she tries to barter for a bounty hunter's services in exchange for the finely crafted sword used to kill her father, with the condition that she be present when he finishes the job. He agrees to hunt Krem down, but denies her terms. When she protests, he reacts dismissively and violently, taking the sword in the process. This catches the attention of Supergirl, who is sitting in the corner with her dog Crypto, clearly drunk out of her mind. She attempts to take the sword so she can give it back to Ruthie, saying that they won't fight because it's her 21st birthday today. The man protests, clearly looking for a fight anyway. Supergirl obliges, but it doesn't end well for him. Cut to the next morning, where Supergirl wakes up presumably with a hangover from hell and is surprised to see that she's been dressed in her costume by Ruthie. She soon introduces herself and offers the job of hunting down and killing Krem of the Yellow Hills. Supergirl's immediate reaction is to empty the remaining contents of her stomach into the nearest bucket. But that's not enough to deter Ruthie, as she follows her back to her boat. All the while, Supergirl insists that she doesn't need a sword and only came here to drink under a red sun. Oh, and killing people is bad. Once again, this is not enough to deter Ruthie, as she leaps into the lake and, through sheer force of will, swims her way to the other side, where Supergirl's ship is waiting, something that Ruthie has never seen the likes of before. Supergirl quickly exits the ship, urging Ruthie to get away before the launch because she could get seriously hurt. Ruthie is too awestruck by her ship to process her warning, however. After Supergirl explains what it is and why it's important for her to leave, Ruthie, again, offers her the sword in exchange for the tracking and killing of Krem of the Yellow Hills. Supergirl sighs and explains to the young girl that she has a job back home that takes a lot of responsibility, and one of those responsibilities is don't kill people. She understands her anger, but she needs to look for justice, not vengeance. Life is about compassion, not fury. This causes Ruthie to lash out, saying she doesn't understand a damn thing. She didn't just lose somebody, she lost her father, her whole heart, and she will never see him again. All that flighty talk of compassion and fury, that's dandy if you're living on ground you know will stand solid, but I lost my world. Supergirl is taken aback by her words, lamenting that she came here on her fucking birthday just so she wouldn't have to think about. But as she speaks, she's interrupted by an arrow piercing her chest. It turns out they won't have to look far for Krem after all. The previous bounty